Young Marcalis, there's like a country like redneck look to him where I just don't like it, Steve. That's a hillbilly that's gonna rip you up.
I mean, he has a hillbilly look now.
Beast ain't going. Magneto's like, whatever, dude. Watch this. And he just yeets all the tanks away. He destroys an army with just the wave of a hand.
It's got my gum showing. I don't look like that. Yeah, you do. Your gums show all the time. You look like a horse, Butt-Head. My balloon, though, looks cool. It's big in every place, except for one.
Happened in the 90s.
That's the initial premise of Survivor Series. You have to survive, by process of elimination. Traditionally, it started off with 4-man teams, but around that time, like in 91, they were trying to veer away from that. And I think this is the first time they actually had singles matches. And it's also the time when things were on the downswing, I think. In my opinion, it was.
I mean, the Beverly Brothers are in the building, Steve. That's a downswing, I feel like.
Beverly Brothers. Kayfabe wise, they're from Ohio, but I don't think those guys ever been to Ohio, probably. I was going to ask if you had a favorite Survivor Series moment or a favorite Survivor Series, if you can dig in the mental Rolodex.
There's many Undertaker Survivor Series, Undertaker centric, I'm assuming. I'm seeing it here. Honestly, what year is this? 91? It's got to be early. I was watching old shit about until 95. So this probably falls within the Survivor Series that I'm familiar with. But then late 90s, I wasn't watching Survivor Series.
By the late 90s, they definitely did away with the traditional 4-man tag teams. There were more singles matches, which I don't know. I kind of wish they stuck with that tradition, but in modern times, it's probably like not believable. And I think the fandom probably wouldn't approve of it because it's just like in the kayfabe days, this person had a beef with this person, the other person had a beef with that person. So they team up and they fight their respective like beefs and shit. But I just don't think that will work these days.
I mean, it's cool to see like tag teams together and like people fighting on the same team that you wouldn't normally see, but
yeah.
I don't know. I like a nice, just like good lead up with a story and two guys just beating the living shit out of each other, Steve. That's where I'm at.
The previous year, 1990 Survivor Series, that's when Undertaker made his debut. That's probably my favorite Survivor Series because one of the coolest teams was Ultimate Warrior's team. He was the captain. He had Legion of Doom and Texas Tornado Kerry Von Erich. And he went up against the Perfect team, which was captained by Mr. Perfect and Demolition when they had the 3-piece. I always thought the Ultimate Warrior team was cool, man. But yeah, Undertaker makes his debut. Nobody expected it. He was a replacement for Bad News Brown, who had left the company earlier that year. The way they promoted it, it was supposed to be a mystery guest. Oh, is it Ric Flair? Who's gonna cross over from WCW? No, it's going to be this 7-foot redhead from Texas.
Uglier than a bitch.
Yeah, man.
Mark. Sorry, Mark. Back in the day, I feel like he aged and he actually doesn't look as crazy, but young Marcalis, there's like a country like redneck look to him where I just don't like it, Steve. That's a hillbilly that's gonna rip you up.
I mean, he has a hillbilly look now.
It's more of like biker hillbilly, and I don't know. It's just the way his red hair looked. He had like this weird like dead eyes and like curly-ish. The mullet was strange, Steve. I can't. We'd have to bring up a picture of a young Marcalis, but I'm picturing mean Marcalis photos. Go back even further than the Undertaker. Look at that look. He's not a stunner, Steve.
Man, a red mullet is nasty work.
That's tough, but he's slaying wrestlers, and I'm sure puss throughout the decades, Steve.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of pussy. Rest in peace.
This is Steve G and Mad G with Happened in the 90s, a show where we talk about what happened in the 90s. So get out your Master Ace tapes and your Ace of Base CDs, because you need a man with sensitivity. A man like me, someone who can love you, someone who will need you, someone will treat you right, like me, girl.
Steve Tresman over here. I thought your name was Garrett.
I'm also a stone cold gentleman. Today, my friend, we're talking all things November 27th in the 90s, Matt. Happened in the 90s, Matt. Happened in the 90s, Matt. 90s.
Snickety, snickety.
Starting off in 1990, Kid Rock would release grit sandwiches for breakfast. And yeah, man, you see where it all started right here.
99, Steve? Matt G was feeling the funk on Kid Rock. He was at the top of the world.
There was nothing you could say to me about Kid Rock that would sway me. Like, dude, no, he's devil without a cause. He's going platinum.
But now, times pass. Kid Rock's aged. He's become a douche. Maybe he always was a douche, Steve. We've talked about it many times. I try to separate the art from the artist. Kid Rock, it's a little tough.
Devil Without a Cause. That album still slaps, but that's where it stops.
This shit, I listened like a little bit and I tried because I was like, man, I don't want to give Kid Rock any views or anything, but put it on, turned it off. It was a quick turn off, Steve. I'm not into it, but you're right. The guy put out a banger, put out some hot trash. Now he's in the Oval Office shucking and jiving in an Apollo Creed white trash outfit. I don't get it.
And I remember my mom having this tape. It stood out. I don't know if you saw the album art, but it's like cartoonish. It's like a caricature of him, and I'm guessing his DJ. And the tape just stood out from the rest, man. You got all these R&B tapes, some hip hop. My mom listened to a little bit of hip hop. I didn't know who it was at the time. I was a kid, but grit sandwiches for breakfast. Like, wow. So it was this guy.
I like the look I'm seeing in the cartoon for Kid Rock because he's got that like nerdy haircut. And I dug like the thing that he kind of got, at least what I thought was cool about before he popped off was just being like a white trash looking dude that would like DJ rap and rock music together like turntable style. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. I think that's, for the time was cool and we can respect that. But, Kid Rock grit sandwiches for breakfast sounds like a delicious food, but I'm not going to listen to this album anymore. I'm sorry.
The best song on the album, in my opinion, is Wax That Booty. Wax the Booty. And that's produced by Too Short. I don't know if you knew this, man, but
hell yeah.
Kid Rock actually used to open up for Too Short. So
another fucking cool.
Also in 1990, Ralph Tresvant would release his first album, Ralph Tresvant. This is New Jack Central that we're in. This era, 1990.
How much pussy did Ralph Tresvant get from 85 to 95, Steve? Are we talking historical numbers? Are we talking, Wilt Chamberlain-esque numbers? I feel like it has to be.
Out of the New Edition collective, I feel like he was probably the most chaste of them all.
Really? Okay.
I think so because he's a man with sensitivity.
You got to cool it down, Steve. You got to lose control, honestly.
When you tell the people that you're a stone cold gentleman, that means you're a gentleman to the nth degree. Like you are top of the food chain gentleman. Like you wake up and you practice opening the door for women. You know where the best roses are to shop for on dates. He does tutorials on how to be a gentleman. So I don't think he was community ding-a-ling out here in these streets.
Just holding women in his arms. You don't hear that a lot.
Meanwhile, BBD, they're talking about poison. Never trust a big butt and a smile. And I'm here for that too.
That's the dichotomy, Steve. That's the mystery of life. You got to have both.
You do.
Meanwhile, Kid Rock singing Wax That Booty with Too Short. But Tresvant, he's staying over here, being a gentleman, but also cool as hell. A lot of cool attire. Wish I had the voice. Wish I could just John Malkovich 1 minute of Ralph Tresvant in this year, Steve, actually.
Just to see what's up. What's it like?
Just because I feel like what I want to know is like, does he feel any stress in life, or is he just like, yeah, I'm the best? I'm the coolest person. Like, I'll never feel that. You know what I mean? So shout out, dude. Ralph Tresvant, new addition. These are people that I wouldn't know about, possibly if Steve didn't really like open my eyes to this shit. Appreciate it, buddy. And Ralph, god damn, put him on the Mount Rushmore, Steve.
That following year, 1991, My Girl premieres. Veda is obsessed with death. Her mother is dead and her father runs a funeral parlor. When Veda's father hires Shelley, a makeup expert, and begins to fall in love, Veda is outraged and does everything in her power to split them up. Directed by Howard Zieff, starring Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, Macaulay Culkin, Anna Klumsky, and Griffin Dunne.
Jamie Lee in this, Steve?
Jamie Lee.
God. So here's what I want to ask you. Right off the bat, we're going to talk about the plot a little bit. So when I was little, and I think up until about a week ago, if you asked me, is My Girl a kid's movie? I'm like, yeah, I watched it when I was a kid. I watched it again, Steve, for the show, and I don't think this is a kid's movie. I think this is a movie that kids watched with their parents, but this is a dark fucking movie. I was a little shocked at how dark this movie is, Steve. I remembered, obviously, Macaulay's part of it. I remember that. But all the death, all the dead bodies, that kind of shit, I didn't remember all that was put out in that way, I feel like. And also, I forgot about the teacher thing where she wanted to fuck an older dude. I was like, yeah, it's just a kid's movie. I watched it. You know, Thomas J. Glasses. I get it. It's a little sad. But I watched it the other night. I'm in tears.
The kids' movies could be dark in the 90s. It's the 90s.
Veda Sultanfuss, Steve? You find that chick in college, that's a problem. She's dark as a kid.
She's had a dark life, man. You know, she lost her mama.
She killed him, Steve. That's what she says.
Ew.
It's crazy. But here are the positives. Everyone loves Aykroyd. He's been in a bunch of great movies. I feel like this is probably, just in general, his best acting role. I feel like.
As far as not being a comedy and being slapsticky, yeah.
I'm sure he has like a couple jokes that I can't remember. There's really not a lot of humor in this.
He used to be funny.
Yeah, I mean, now he's a lunatic.
I'm talking about in the movie. Like, that's what his brother said.
Oh, yeah.
He used to be funny.
And I did like his brother, too. That guy was cool. He was in a lot of shit, and I just can't remember what his name is.
Richard Masur.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger guy.
But this is Macaulay. You know, we're seeing it happen right in front of our eyes, dude. This kid is a phenom.
And they said this about him on the set of Home Alone. Even as a kid, he has like grown man tendencies. Like the way he carries himself, even in Uncle Buck. This is a little kid who feel like he wakes up and drinks coffee, like black coffee, and reads the newspaper.
Buck. He just has like a cigarette.
Yeah.
He is very like confident. He has the charm of a kid, but it's like he's more intelligent. It's strange.
There's a reason why he's the GOAT, man. As much as we love Macaulay, I'm watching this movie like, dude, you're asking for it. I can't even be all the way mad that you died. Like, dude, you play with fire.
That's what I'm saying. There's multiple jokes about him being so allergic to everything that he can't even do anything. So all of a sudden, this kid sees a beehive and's like, hey, let's fuck around with this. Okay. And then he just thinks he can outrun bees. So you're right, Steve. Did he deserve it?
Not death, but damn. I mean, you deserve to get stung, bro. You threw rocks at a beehive.
But what a scene, dude. And then Veda goes from losing a friend to finding out that the teacher she wants to bang, he's shacking up with some fucking slut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn, Veda. No wonder you wanted to run away. Jamie Lee? What a great stepmom. Here's another question. You're Veda, right? But you're you. You're a young Steve G. You're living in a mortuary. Are you going to look at the body? I couldn't. I'd be Veda, hiding all the time, not being able to like go down in the basement. Are you confident? Would you have manned up and gone down there and been like, what's up over here?
I'm a little boy. Like, I'm not manning up the shit. Like, it's a dead body. No.
I feel like Macaulay, though, he would have gone down and looked.
Yeah, with this hyperglycemic ass.
And then had an allergic reaction to something down in the basement. But My Girl, dude, it holds up. I watched it. Emotionally, it got me even more as an adult. But this movie actually, like, to like share like something personal, I think when I was a kid, it kind of hit me hard because I lost a friend like super young, and going to that kid's funeral when I was like 6
Yeah.
fucked me up. So that part of it, there's a lot of that in it, and obviously the scene where she goes into Thomas J's funeral and stuff. But like I remember as a kid, like it really kind of like I was into it a little more because of that. And then when I watch it as an adult, it's just like Jesus. Like you have more of an understanding of everyone's life in this movie. There's bright spots, but I don't know, man. It's kind of a downer.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really felt for Veda. Anna Klumsky, man. You don't see her in too many things, or I haven't in recent years. I don't know if she retired.
I feel like she pulled a Rick Moranis and just like disappeared in a bunch of shit. I mean, she was a good child actress, and in this, she nails it. She's the star of the show. You got all these like heavy hitters in this movie, which is crazy in and of itself. And then Anna Chlumsky or whatever it is had to overcome having a last name that sounds like that and just become a star. Steve.
Who's the girl from Third Rock from the Sun? I always thought she was like her daughter or something. She looks like she could be like the
She
tall chick.
does. Yeah, hell yeah.
Got the yeah.
I mean, I definitely had a crush on her as a kid, dude. When I was watching this, I was like, "Damn, I wish I was Macaulay hanging out."
On that same day in 1991, WWF is airing Survivor Series 91, the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan.
The Lou. Steve, you could have gone to see this.
I tried to actually, man. This is the one where I asked my grandpa the day before because I'm a kid and I knew it was in Detroit. We lived in North Ohio. I was like, "Hey, grandpa, can we go to this wrestling match tomorrow?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." I guess he misunderstood me. Like I said, it's tomorrow. I thought you could just, go up there, buy the tickets. But no, that's not how this works. So I called him the day of. I was like, "Hey, grandpa, we still going to Survivor Series?" Like, wait, we're going where? How? Well, okay, since we can't go, can you buy me the pay-per-view? So, you know.
Damn. Okay. You're a salesman too, Steve. You were doing it. I like that.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah, he ordered it, man. And
Hell yeah.
if I didn't watch it, I probably wouldn't have missed much because I guess you could call it the main event, even though it wasn't the last match. It's Hogan. He comes in as the champ, defending his belt against the Undertaker. They wrestle for the first time, and there were some shenanigans being had. He lost because of interference from Ric Flair. And as a kid, I'm pissed. I really hate you, Undertaker. Hogan is never supposed to lose. But throughout this event, they're promoting this Tuesday in Texas, which is supposed to happen the following week after Survivor Series. And Vince, I guess he just needed to pay those lawyer fees. This is around the time of the steroid trial. So that's another reason why this sucked, because those big, like beefy wrestlers that we were fans of in the 80s, they're gone now. Warriors gone, all those guys. I think Bulldog's on his way out. But yeah, man. So we're relegated to Bushwhackers versus Beverly Brothers.
What I'm seeing, there's like a lot of talent in this. A lot of cool heels from the early 90s. Am I seeing Skinner in this, Steve?
Skinner is in this.
Skinner, of all people, the Gator wrestler. That guy, he's in it. We get both Typhoon and Earthquake.
Yeah.
The natural disasters are in it. I think I'm seeing LOD. They're in it.
They're in it with Big Boss Man against Earthquake and IRS with Typhoon. You got some talent there, like LOD's there, Taker's there, Hogan's still there, but I really feel like this is the beginning of the end of this chapter, man. Going from the golden era of the 80s, and then, Hogan's almost on his way out. We're starting to do the ridiculous gimmicks like El Matador, who's Tito Santana. Now he's a wrestling like bullfighter. And I mean, Skinner, he's a wrestler from the Everglades. What the fuck? The Mountie.
Colonel Mustafa actually was wrestling. Wait.
That's Sheik.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Wasn't there an older guy?
General Adnan. He wasn't a part of this. I think that was like, they reached a point where it's like, yeah, we can't do anything with you anymore.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You're too on the nose. We can't do that. But yeah, but the Rockers are still together. They're in there.
Well, this is the beginning of the end for them, because this is the time when Marty Jannetty's flubbing the matches, and he accidentally got Shawn Michaels eliminated. He does like a body slam, and in the process, it kicks Shawn Michaels in the face. He goes down, gets pinned, and when he gets eliminated, he's like having a shoving match with Marty Jannetty, and like this continues up until the infamous barbershop scene.
Marty, let's go to the barber shop. Hang out.
Come on, friend.
Yeah.
But the fact that the Rockers teamed up with the Bushwhackers, and I love the Bushwhackers, but that just, I don't know, man. It kind of lets you know.
Steve, it kind of makes sense. It's two sides of one coin, ugly and beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't. The Bushwhackers, even as a kid, Steve, even just like in gross shit, I was like, these guys are stupid as hell. I didn't like it. I apologize, Bushwhackers. You guys are up make Australia proud, but yeah, dude. Shout out to the Rockers though. I used to get fucking pumped when they would come out.
Dude, put them in the Hall of Fame, man. Like, it sucks what happened to them, but dude, as an 80s baby, 90s kid, they were lit. Like you said, when they came out, yeah.
You got fucking pumped. And also I just like had a thing for all the ribbonry that they were wearing. They had a lot of cool like accoutrement, you know. They had a cool look.
It all coordinated. That following year, 1992, X-Men is airing season 1, episode 3, Enter Magneto. Cyclops, Storm, and Wolverine face off with Magneto.
Fire. This is one of the best episodes of the show, Steve. We're still reeling from the first episode. Beast is in the fucking clink. Reading Shakespeare, like in a cell, but imagine going into prison and you get shacked up with that as your cellie, Steve.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit terrifying. But I love this, dude. We were talking about supervillains recently, and we mentioned Magneto. We don't get his backstory. This is just like the introduction of Magneto in the cartoon in general. And man, he makes an entrance, and he's one of my favorite villains, Steve. So,
mine too. And we start this one off with Beast. He's in jail. The bailiffs, I guess you could say, they're giving him shit. He's reading Animal Farm, and they're saying like he's reading about his relatives.
Anybody you know, boy? Yeah. He can't even read. He's just looking at damn picture. I like their hillbillies.
Yeah,
I love it.
Probably from Florida.
Yeah. Who knows, Steve? But you know, Beast is in jail. He's locked the fuck up. But still, I like they giving him some books. Guy likes to read. Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, they're back at the mansion. But, you know, before we even get to them, while Beast is reading, getting fucking harassed by some bigots, Magneto pops up, just literally just rips the prison apart.
There's a break-in into the prison. He gets Beast out of there, and he wants to get him aligned with his side of the game. Welcome to the dark side. But Beast, he stands on his principles. He's like, look, man, we want to be in harmony with the humans. We want to show them that we're peaceful creatures. We're not savages. Magneto's like, you live in fear. We need to let them know that we are savages. We need to wreck this town. We need to piss on everybody.
Check this out. He pulls the guy's pants down with his fingers, just doing, you know, a little magnetism. But, you know, Beast is like, look, man, I'm not going with you. So appreciate you trying. Appreciate that. But I'm going to put these shackles back on and get back to this Jugs magazine I got hidden in this book. So see you later. And Magneto's pissed, but he basically is like, you think these people give a shit about you at all or are going to ever agree with you? Look what they're doing. Because basically Magneto has like a force field around them or, you know, whatever you want to call it. And they're just trying to kill him. So Beast ain't going. Magneto's like, whatever, dude. Watch this. And he just yeets all the tanks away. You know, he destroys an army with just the wave of a hand. I remember at one point in the continuation of this cartoon, he figures out that, you know, your blood has metal in it. So basically he can control you too once he figures out that part of it. So he really is like as powerful as they make Charles Xavier in this.
He's taking guns from the cops. He's ejecting pilots out of airplanes, ejecting airplanes from the pilot. And then we cut to the mutant compound, And we get the backstory of Professor X and Magneto back when they were budding physicians. He actually goes by Magnus. That's his government, Dr. Magnus. And they find out, I guess, at the same time that they have mutant powers. They both let it go at the same time. And we find out Magnus, he lost his family. He tried to destroy the people who were responsible. But X, being the altruistic leader, he's like, look, you want to use your powers for good. And then Magneto's like, why make peace? They can't even make peace with each other.
I think it's like a guerrilla army that is attacking the people that they're trying to help. So Magneto loses it. This is where the rift starts. And in the process of trying to stop Magneto, Xavier like cripples him or hurts him in some way. And then they like part ways and haven't apparently talked to each other since.
Over time, Magneto built a mob of followers and made his army stronger. And then we cut to outside the courthouse. There seems to be like a riot. I don't know. It seems like the people are for Beast.
It's like classic, like half and half. Because some people
half.
are for like mutant rights, and some people are like the bigot side that are like, fuck mutants, this guy's a monster. Like, you hear some guy that's like, my brother works in the prison that he was in. There was a lot of good guard, saying like weird shit. It's basically like right now, Steve.
Like right now.
So they're outside the court. We go inside the court. Court's just as raucous as it is outside. There's people yelling at Beast. He's in his little gear. And then we see in the back Wolverine and Cyclops hanging out in civilian clothes. Even though it's like, look at these two they're mutants, Steve. Wolverine, come on, bro.
They got to check in on their boy, man, see what's going on. And we find out that Beast gets denied bail. His lawyer's like, look, you guys have a bias. You're only doing this because he's a mutant.
Well, I say, there ain't no bias in this courtroom, sir.
I do declare.
Yeah. So, and the judge is clearly like not into mutants, but he's trying to play it up, but denies bail. Beast starts getting pelted because he tries to give this impassioned speech about like mutant rights and just kind of gets like shit on. People start throwing tomatoes at him. Wolverine's about to just lay waste to it. Charles wouldn't want that, Steve. There's a different way.
And then all of a sudden, Sabretooth pops up. And he's throwing benches, cops out the courthouse.
Order! He sounds like Nick Nolte, Steve, now.
Yeah, he's off his meds. The officers, they lays Saber, lays him out. Cyclops, he's like, look, man, we got to help him out. They're going to kill him. Wolverine's like, good.
Stone cold, dude. He does not give a fuck. There's a couple of great Wolverine moments in this, but Cyclops steps in. They pull Sabretooth out. He's out, Steve. All that lazing that he took, he's unconscious. They pull him out because that's what X-Men do, Steve. There's no personal grudges in this. There's none of that allowed in this game. You're a hero.
Now we see Storm and Jubilee. They ask who Magneto is. And before X gets a chance to answer, they get an alert that there's a fellow mutant down. Fellow mutant down. Fellow mutant down.
We gotta go. I like Jubilee in this too because they're still new to her, and every time something happens, they're like, "Get out of here!" Like, get the fuck out of here. But Sabretooth gets brought in. He's got to be stabilized, Steve. Wolverine's, you can tell, he's not happy.
Now they're curious about that. Why does Wolverine hate him? Well, I don't even know. So Wolverine pulls up to Sabretooth's bed and he cuts off his machine, like his EKG machine or something like that, whatever you call it. Not only that, he takes his bed and he's trying to get him up out of there, like the whole bed while he's laying down. And X stops him. Look, this isn't the right way. It's like, look, dude, I'm telling you, X, this is somebody that we can't trust. Dude is crazy.
I like when they walk in, though, he's got his one claw out to Sabretooth, and Cyclops is like, step away from the dude. Please. Fucking Wolverine, dude. They got a history, Steve. We're about to find out about that. Wolverine's like, dude, you guys, please, let me roll this fucking Sealy Posturepedic out of here. And this is a problem that you guys don't want. You don't want him here. You don't know what this dude's capable of.
And I think it's Storm is like, well, when you first came here, we thought the same about you. You were wild out here in these streets.
Yeah. Then, like, I think an alarm goes off, right? Because I think Magneto's attacking something else. So Xavier's like, look, we can't fuck around with this right now. You guys got to go take on Magneto. Xavier says, you know, you can't. You're not going. Magneto's too dangerous. But I love Wolverine walks past Xavier because he has to leave. And he's like, let me get something straight. I can't have a grudge, but I got to go fight the guy that you don't like. And then he just fucking walks out. I think they even have like a tasty guitar lick that plays as he's walking away, you know, just a little.
I don't think he was prepared for that. Wolverine really dropped the truth bomb on him that, you know, like, damn, I never even thought about that. That's kind of a hypocrite. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you might have something there, Logan. Come back here for a second. Let's have a pop. Talk about it. So now Xavier's stuck in this house with Sabretooth and Jubilee while Cyclops, Storm, and Wolverine go after Magneto, who I think is attacking some sort of missile base or something.
He's outside shaking shit up, Matt. Fucking the whole city up. Fucking it over. Storm, she sees this. She's about to blow the damn missiles up. These are warheads. And she's like, man, fuck all this shit. And Cyclops is like, look, no. You don't want to do that. That'll just blow up everything within 100-mile radius. All right, so I'm going to pull an audible. And she flies towards the warheads. And they're trying to communicate with her like, Storm, what the fuck wrong with you? You going after these big-ass missiles?
Don't do it!
Like, no, trust me, I got this. Trust the process. So she redirects these missiles, I guess, out into the ocean.
Yeah, because I think what actually was happening was she was going to sacrifice herself. She redirects the missiles out into the ocean, so they're not going to like go into the city. But then she has to disarm the nuclear warheads, and to do that, Xavier like mind fucks her with schematics. So she knows how to disarm the warheads with electricity in some way using her powers. So it's like a tag team move telepathically, Steve, if you know what I'm saying. She uses some mind powers with Xavier's help. They disarm the bombs, but Magneto's still here, Steve. He ain't giving a fuck.
Lurking from a distance, rubbing his hands like Birdman.
Yeah, I'm going to get Jean Grey, Scott.
He saw everything from a distance, and he asked, why have you turned against your own kind?
Here's my other question, Steve. Just thinking as being a normal person in this world, you're on your way to work. Then all of a sudden, Magneto starts fucking up the city. And is the real, like, are you scared? Or are you more just like, God, I got to get the fucking work.
Man.
God damn it.
The latter. I don't have PTO. I haven't accrued it yet. I just started with this job. Damn it. It always got to.
I'm going to lose my damn job. How many times can I call work and say, Magneto's out? I can't make it. This is 5 times this week.
Magneto's out wrecking shit again. They got to call out. Like, damn, why you have to do this on my way to work? I'd rather be at work and this shit happen, man. I'm going to be like 30 minutes late. I might as well call off.
Silo's all the way over there, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Pretty cool, though. X-Men, pretty cool. But damn.
Unhand me, you dirty damn mutant. On that same day in 1992, Saved by the Bell Hawaiian Style airs on NBC. Kelly's grandfather Harry invites the gang for a vacation at the Hawaiian Hideaway, his hotel in Honolulu, but they soon discover that a rival is threatening to put him out of business, so they scheme to help save the hideaway.
We gotta throw a party to save the mountain. It's one of those, Steve. It's a rinse and repeat.
Yeah, and I'm not tripping on it, man. You know, as I'm watching this, I'm realizing like Saved by the Bell for me was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like you could do anything. They could have Saved by the Bell Albuquerque style. I'm watching it. You know, they could do anything with Turtles. I was watching it. Saved by the Bell is good comfort food. It's one of those shows where like I feel like I'm in California.
I honestly, it's not even a background show, but what I will say is you actually hit the nail on the head, Steven. This might be an opportunity to bring back Saved by the Bell yet again, minus obviously Dustin Diamond. Take it all the way back to when they're little babies, and somehow we make a story where it's like a look who's talking and get the goss and everybody involved. We can go all the way back, Steve. Keep it going. But you're right. Maybe they did travel in time, and I don't remember the episode. Go
Yeah.
back in time. Go to LA. Go to Hawaii. Go to Russia. I don't care. As long as AC's there, as long as Jesse's there, Lisa, please.
Yeah. With
Also,
some reference to Screech.
yes, please. I mean, I Screech back in the day. I'm speaking of the modern day Dustin Diamond, rest in peace. But he went through some tough times. But yeah, I was here for this, Steve. This is a movie. This isn't just a 30-minute show. This is a made for TV movie. So there's like a upgrade in that regard. And just speaking on like being a kid and being like, man, these kids live awesome lives. Imagine you just get to go hang out at somebody's fucking Hawaiian resort. How does that sound?
Yeah, and this was actually airing on prime time. It kind of paved the way for Saved by the Bell college years. Actually, it did pave the way for Saved the Bell college years because they wanted to see how this franchise would fare in the evening. This is something that kind of, I don't know, bothered me in a way. Like, I thought Kelly was broke. I thought her family was poor. But you got this grandpa that,
Bayside, Steve. They're Bayside poor. It's like Perrysburg. You know, we live there, but there are people living way better. You know what I'm saying? Kelly, she couldn't even afford a dress.
but her grandpa owns like a whole fucking hotel in Hawaii, which I'm sure ain't cheap. Like your grandpa wasn't helping throw in on the
No,
school clothes or
there's some
nothing.
sort of family issue there with the dad, I feel like.
That's
Mr. Kapowski's like, that Kapowski's a piece of shit.
yeah. Me and your dad haven't talked in 20 years, but I love you, pumpkin.
Yeah, you can come to my hotel anytime, but fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
I
Love
love it though, man. They pull some hijinks. They even get Mr. Belding in the mix. Like they go on a trip to Hawaii and they still run into Belding. He joins in. He helps Kelly's grandfather get his shit back. You know, he has to pull a ruse, put a wig on, and act like he's some like scientist or something. I loved it all, man. Keep me in Bayside forever.
when he wakes up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, Steve don't think he's gonna make it on down. I agree, Steve. Like I said, where there's multiple opportunities here, I feel like they pretty much milked it for all it was worth, but man, it was entertaining.
Loved it. 1995, the final episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers airs. And this is my cutoff point, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I tailed off way before this. I mean, I was there for the movie and stuff because, you know, you still had some fandom there, but I didn't make it to where they started pivoting to all the extra shit and like this episode and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't make it this far, but I love the show.
Yeah, the specifically Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I didn't stick around for the Neo Soul Power Rangers or the Electric Power Rangers 3D
Turbo
graphic.
Max, fucking
Yeah,
slide. It's like, how many adjectives can we do
seriously.
here?
Monster Machine, fucking great show nonetheless, man. It was a generational show for us 90s kids, man. You had to be there to fully understand it.
And I mean, I don't think I understood it honestly for like the beauty it was. It's like I was just into the action for a while, but you go back, it's just like, man, sometimes you can have something that's shitty quality that just hits. It's like the movie Roadhouse. It's just so goddamn entertaining, but you know, it doesn't make any sense, but it did. So
Matt,
shout out, dude. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to all of them, dude. Tom.
especially you, Tommy. Especially you. R.I.P. Jason Frank. But in 1996, 101 Dalmatians premieres. An evil high fashion designer plots to steal Dalmatian puppies in order to make an extravagant fur coat, but creates an extravagant mess instead. Directed by Stephen Herrick, starring Glenn Close, Jeff Daniels, Jolie Richardson, and Joan Plowright.
And written by John Hughes of Home Alone fame, which is pretty crazy, but I'm not here for 101 Dalmatians, Steve. I didn't like the animated. I respect it for being revolutionary, whatever, but
Wow.
this I didn't like. Don't like it. Not here for it. But Glenn Close, Cruella de Vil, I feel like you ask people that actually like this shit, she's one of the top notch villains for this kind of thing. You know what I mean?
She did it up. So basically what you just said is you don't give a fuck about the whole franchise. Fuck all them dogs. Fuck the cartoon. Fuck
No,
the yeah.
I'm
Can
a
do
dog
without it.
lover, but if it ended with her making a Dalmatian coat, I would have been like, man, that's fucked up. But I would have forgotten about it, Steve. If I have to pick one, I'll go animated every day. I don't like it when they make it live action just to make it. But at least in this case, I think it was of obviously high quality because it's got Glenn Close in it.
Yeah.
But sorry, that's my 2 cents, Steve. I want to be positive, but I don't like 101 Dalmatians, the franchise. I just don't.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because, like you said, you are a dog lover, and a lot of dog lovers didn't care for this movie because the animal rights organizations they protested the movie. This movie is responsible for a lot of kids requesting Dalmatians, and apparently Dalmatians are a difficult breed to have in the house. You really have to be damn near Caesar Milan to handle this breed. And so, with that being said, if you are a new owner who doesn't have any prior knowledge of how to handle dogs of any breed, you know, a lot of those dogs, they would end up going to the shelters and some of them had to be euthanized. Yeah, man. And I mean, that's the dark backstory. A lot of people don't know, but the premise itself is ridiculous, man. Like, you doing all this, you want to kill puppies over a coat, bitch? The fuck is wrong with you? Over a goddamn coat?
Get a chinchilla coat. If you want to kill some other kind of animals, not dogs, shit. Find something more palatable. And also, just having 101 of anything as the other side of it, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Is he like a video game maker or some shit?
Jeff Daniels, I can't remember what he is doing besides having a bunch of dog shit in his house. I don't think that's even livable. Like, you're going to have all these dogs, bro?
Dude, I mean, and honestly, scientifically, they have two dogs. Like, this couple meets, they got two dogs. So the couple falls in love, the dogs fall in love. All of a sudden, this dog has 101 puppies, Steve. I'm wondering scientifically, I want to call shenanigans on it. And I ain't even really thought that deep into it, but yeah, fuck a bitch who wants to have a dog coat, but that's just a duh thing to say. If that happens in real life, yeah, make a movie about it, I'm out.
Yeah. You like this? This is Dalmatian ass.
Can you
101 of them.
yeah. Is that real?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never guess how many Dalmatians it cost me to get this. It's like the fucking candy jar, Steve. How many jelly beans? If you guess, you can have it. I'll just kill more.
Yeah, jeez. That same day in 1996, Sling Blade premieres. Carl Childers, a simple man hospitalized since his childhood murder of his mother and her lover, is released to start a new life in a small town. Directed by Billy Bob Thornton, starring Billy Bob Thornton, Dwight Yoakam, J.T. Walsh, John Ritter, Lucas Black, Natalie Cannerday, and Robert Duvall.
I mean, it's one of the easiest impressions of all time. But another movie, downer as fuck, dark as fuck. Billy Bob must have been in a dark fucking spot when he wrote this.
Hey,
I think it's based off of a novel, if I'm not mistaken. But even if it
is.
is, he did it, Steve. He abided by the rule. You can't go full, Steve. You can't do it. And he tread that line. He's simple.
He did it the right way.
Yeah.
And like, this is the one that brought him to the promised land. I've never heard of the man before this movie, but I think he did it well, man. Everybody did their part. And even though it's supposed to be a sad movie, Dwight Yoakam, yes, he's a piece of shit. His character, yes, he's a horrible human being, but at the same time, fucking hilarious. His parts were the funniest, man. Two things can be true at once.
Absolutely. Little Dwight Yoakam just fucking roughing a bitch up. Why not, Steve? It's Dwight Yoakam. I feel like he wasn't acting. This is a role that seemed a little too easy for this man, but
Yeah, it seemed authentic.
we get John Ritter in this, though. This is a weird movie for him to be in. Isn't he kind of a feminine? Like,
Oh,
he's gay.
ain't no
He's full
feminine.
on.
He's gay. He's full
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, just a weird story in general to want to tell. You know, this guy gets out of jail. He killed his dad with a giant lawnmower blade or whatever.
Yeah.
He was a
He killed,
fucking piece of
killed
shit.
his mom.
Killed his mom.
He killed the bully. He killed like this small town asshole, and he saw him like assaulting a young lady.
That's
So,
what it is. Yes.
so he killed him, and then because of the response from his mom, she's like, "Why did you kill him?" That pissed him off even more than the guy that was assaulting the girl. So he whacked her.
So I whacked her in the head and had me a biscuit with some mustard. Mm-hmm.
Some fried taters.
This is a movie I feel like that exists in the same universe as Gummo, Steve.
Yeah,
It's
that's
in the
fair.
same. I feel like we can just like canonize that now. But it's an interesting movie. It's one of those where I'm not necessarily gonna ask you to go watch it and like recommend it to you. But if you ask me, is this a good movie? Yeah, it is.
Just wait for the Dwight Yoakam part. Overall, it's a great movie, but damn, he stole the show. Don't talk about my daddy. He was such a dick to that kid. I said, everybody get the fuck out my house. That goes for cocksuckers and retards.
And you know what? And and then you get to enjoy that guy getting fucking torn up, Steve. He gets his.
Yeah. When he even when he apologizes to him, he's like, "Look, baby, I love you and I care about y'all." And then little Frankie's like, "I hate you." Well, fuck you too. I mean, I didn't mean that. I care about you.
Bitch, I love you and your dumbass little fucking waterhead kid. Shut up, you little dummy.
I see myself out now. Oh.
Dwight, you can stop acting anytime. What? Acting what?
Oh, when he's like his little band too. That's the song that they kept playing. For some reason, I remember that down, 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 down. It's a cool groove, but for some reason, I like one of those things I'll never forget.
That's hilarious that you some people like fucking, a nice TV theme song. Steve remembers Dwight Yoakam's fucking wife beater.
Down, 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 and down. And like his band, as they're discussing like
I'm gonna puke.
the songwriting process, the one guy, he's so in depth about how they come about a song. The wheelchair interjects. He's like, "I'm the lyric man. You're a tunesmith. I'll take."
I'm a tunesmith. Can somebody unlock my break here real quick? Oh. This is
You're not.
dying, dude.
You're not right, Doyle. Get the fuck out my house, you buzzard.
That's a Gummo line, Steve. That's a line from Gummo for sure.
Oh.
Oh, and
Mhm.
also, Billy Bob in this I love. Can I just make an appeal to Billy Bob Thornton though? Please tell him to stop playing your fucking dumbass T-Mobile. I opened up a whole can of whoop up. You ain't a redneck, dude. You had fucking Angelina Jolie's blood on your neck. You ain't riding tractors and shit.
Oh, that's not really his lifestyle. He's Duck Dynasty with it.
I feel like he is, dude. T-Mobile opened up a whole big old can of whoop up. Shut up, Billy Bob. But this is great.
He's from Hot Springs, Arkansas, so there's a good chance it's authentic.
The accent, yes. I'm just saying he himself, he's eating eggs Benedict at fucking the Palms. He's not riding a tractor in the middle of nowhere going, T-Mobile's got a big old network that opened up a big old can of whoop up. Can I eat that shit?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Lucas Black, man. He eventually would go on to Fast and Furious fame. He was one of the guys in Friday Night Lights.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was he in the Fast and Furious, the third one, the Tokyo Drift?
He was in Tokyo Drift, and I only know that through Wikipedia. I haven't seen any of those 700 movies.
I stuck with it through 1 and 2 because 2 had a banging soundtrack, but then 3, I watched it and I forgot it. But shout out Lucas Black, dude.
That following year, 1997, Beavis and Butt-Head is airing season 7, episode 40. Beavis and Butt-Head do Thanksgiving. Beavis and Butt-Head, who are about to get killed off, celebrate Thanksgiving 97 with Kurt Loder.
Loads. Fucking Loader, dude.
The
What a
logo.
I mean, this feels like it's pretty revolutionary, Steve. TV animation combination. I'm all here for it. And a quick shout out to Mike Judge doing those weird interstitials.
I've been having problems with them for the past 5 years. Now, I know what to do about it. I gotta kill them.
Yeah, that's one thing about this, isn't it, Steve? We find out Beavis and Butthead are about to die. This is basically their last meal.
And they're with Mr. MTV News himself, Kurt Loder. They're going to enjoy some Thanksgiving dinner with Mr. Weekend Rock. He introduces Beavis and Butthead. They're outside of a nudie booth porn store. They're talking about how they saw some chicks with big boobs, and then we saw a midget, and he had big boobs too.
Kurt's not really happy because they should be at the Thanksgiving Day parade. But Beavis is like, chill, dude. This is where you took us yesterday. Also, Melita says, what's up? Really? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but get back to this parade.
Yeah, so it's basically them cutting between Loader, a parade. So we get to the parade part, and Beavis and Butthead, they're late. So they're just staring at ass.
Hey, Loader, you want a news report? I got one for you. I'm freezing my nutsack off.
Nuts. Kurt's not happy, but he keeps just trying to be the consummate professional that he should be. He's a journalist, Steve. I can't even remember all the VJs, Steve. Who were the VJs?
From the 90s, you had Kennedy. And then
That's the one. Did they say her?
They said her and Tabitha Soren.
Tabitha. So Kennedy, dude. Kennedy could get it, Steve.
Yeah, I remember her being annoying back in the day, but maybe she can. But now Beavis and Butthead, they're in the studio. That's when they ask, like, hey, Loader, have you ever scored with Kennedy? What about that Soren chick? Well, Loader's never scored.
What about Dan Cortez?
Downtown Julie Brown.
What about Colin fucking Quinn?
Did you ever score with Bill Bellamy?
Bellamy. They keep kind of like trying to cover the parade. There's some dumbass fucking balloons out there. Stupid animation.
You guys are here to talk about your last show, too. What do you guys think about that? We haven't talked about it. What are you guys thinking? Thinking about being here on Times Square, and I wonder if you ever scored.
Guys, you got to be serious. I like how when Butthead just actually gives like a real response where he's like, I'm just grateful to be here, to be among my friends, to live a life well lived, and enjoy some delicious turkey with me and my friend and you, Kurt Loder. And then he just goes back to being Butthead. But he gets it, Steve.
Yeah, really big balloons down the street. They're stupid. There's these plastic inflatable chicks, and their mouths are like,
they're just stuck like that. The turkey, I gotta say, Steve, Kurt Loder hooked it up, but they're not eating. He basically kicks them out at a certain point, gets off screen. They start throwing dark and white meat at him like he's some kind of a chump.
wow, you skipped ahead like a mother.
I mean, it's just them cutting back and forth, Steve.
But the Marilyn Manson video,
I think the video I had, they kept cutting the videos off. There was like multiple videos on YouTube. This is on YouTube, by the way. You can watch it. Maybe watch it while you're eating Thanksgiving.
well, I mean, they played it like at first they thought it was Cher. Beavis was like, Cher's really going downhill. And Butthead's like, well, Beavis, when you get old, you get this menopause where your boobs go away and your butt swells up. And then they see something like one of the weird visuals in a Marilyn Manson video, as you'd imagine. He's like, dude,
was it? What song was it? Do you know?
Long Hard Road Out of Hell.
Is that the one where he has like a fucking unicorn dick coming out of his head?
I'd have to rewatch it to know.
I think there is, but okay. I missed that.
I think we're supposed to talk about Thanksgiving and stuff. What are these people doing outside? I think they're homeless. Why are they giving them a parade? Give them food and a place to stay. And then he just goes on a tirade.
Kurt Loder's not happy throughout this, Steve. And I wonder, like, did they just take 5 minutes and film this, like his end of it? You know what I mean? Like, how long did this actually take to like physically make for the load dog?
I mean, with green screen, he probably just checked in, probably did a total of 15 minutes, man.
How long was the public aware that this was like the upcoming end of Beavis and Butthead?
They promoted it.
I don't remember this. So I was like, did they surprise everyone on this episode by telling them like it's over after tomorrow night or whatever?
I think they had a rollout for it, man. And the reason you didn't know, I didn't know at the time because I checked out at this point. South Park was on the horizon, and like all of my adult animation focus was solely on them at the time. I eliminated Simpsons. I had done away with them at that point, and it was like, dude, this is the yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was just like if South Park was going that hard that even Beavis and Butthead, it was like, all right.
You've had your moment.
It was like when I watched Doug, and then I went to that.
Dude, they see like inflatables of them. Butthead's like, it's got my gum showing. I don't look like that. Yeah, you do. Your gums show all the time. You look like a horse, Butthead. My balloon, though, looks cool. It's big in every place, except for one.
It looks like the balloon's headbanging when they keep showing it, too. It was a nice fucking balloon. Shout out to MTV, dude.
Loder's pissed because he's never had a balloon. He's been with MTV for years. And Buzz is like, probably because no one wants to see Weekend Rock, the movie.
Did you bang Matt Pinfield?
Now put on another video, bunghole. And then this time it's Fiona Apple, Criminal. And this is when they started cutting off for me. Going back to them having a dinner. Buzz is like, I prefer the stuffing because it's like the stuff. You put stuff in it.
You stuff it. Mike Judge is a genius. Beavis just ain't right in the head.
So, guys, this is kind of like your Last Supper. What are you talking about? Don't try to get all touchy-feely with us. Just because it's the holidays doesn't mean we're going to don any gay apparel.
That was it, dude. That's the one line I underlined. I was like, we have to emphasize this. God damn. All right, guys. All right. Weird. Like, if you just think about what Loder did while he was filming this, though, he was just in a seat like, well, that's crazy, Beavis.
He's like, this is going to be a huge finale. This is a big deal. You're up there with MASH, Cheers, Mary Tyler Moore of series finales. Yeah, it sucks. We had this cast party, and I got so hammered, Daria looked good. You're lying, Beavis. You didn't get hammered, and Daria never looked good.
You're never getting laid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, come on, man. I like how Beavis is like, come on, Thanksgiving, man. Thanksgiving. Come on, man.
They show a clip from the actual series finale of Beavis and Butthead Are Dead, and it's Principal McVicker and Mr. Van Driesen looking for Butthead and Beavis. They're not in class.
They haven't been here for 3 weeks. Oh, oh. I don't give a shit.
Do they even have parents?
Dude, I want to watch that, though. I mean, they're getting blown away in the preview, Steve. I didn't know they got gunned down.
And then this is the part where Marilyn Manson, they're interviewing him, and he's talking about like his dream Thanksgiving dinner. And he'd like to sit down with Corey Feldman, Sherman Hemsley, Leif Garrett, and Courtney Love. What a motley crew.
I'd like Courtney to have an apple in her mouth. Marilyn, this fucking spread's out of control, bro. Thanks, Corey.
I wish Weezy was here to enjoy this Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you, like Sherman Hemsley is far off, and what I don't appreciate is them cutting LL off. He had something to say.
Okay. I'm glad that one got cut off for you too. I was like, I would like to know.
Yeah.
I bet it involves some kind of chapstick, Steve. That's all I'm saying.
He's rocking his FUBU visor and looking fly with the pant leg up. Man, you gonna cut off one of the goats? But I digress. Back to Loder, he's like, it must be hard being animated characters. People think you don't have feelings. You have to have something. There must be something that leads you to happiness. He said penis.
Yeah. Hey, but don't Thanksgiving. Don't Sully Thanksgiving like that.
Don't think because you're getting serious you're gonna score.
Dude, how many chicks did Loder bang back in the day? Also, Kurt Loder, one of the greatest non-porn porn names of all time. Kurt Loder. I mean, when he was a kid, if he didn't just like bask in the glory of that, or probably get just teased relentlessly, one or the other, it's a shame.
He probably got the residual from the TRL guy. In the end, they say grace. God is good. God is great. God is good. And we thank him for morning wood. Boing.
Great. Thanks, guys. Great. Loder storms off, Steve.
He's had enough.
Above this.
They just throw shit at him. Finally, in 1997, Mavericks forward AC Green sets an NBA record of 907 consecutive games played.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
Did he ever say like what his regimen was that kept him not getting injured?
Probably not getting laid, because I don't know if you're familiar with his virginity pact that he made with the Lord. You know, he played with those Showtime Lakers in the 80s, winning championships in Los Angeles. So all kind of tail was thrown at him. And he just turned it down into marriage, man. And he didn't finally get laid until the late 90s, like around this time. So that might have something to do with it. He had energy. He wasn't giving out his testosterone. So
Oh, that makes sense, because when I used to live in LA, there was this guy walking the streets that used to tell me when I was at the bus stop that semen is blood. So maybe it was just extra blood in his body, Steve. That homeless guy was not fucking around. I'm saying though, that's good marketing is all that is, Steve. Sure. You were on the Showtime Lakers and you didn't have sex one time. That's a
hey,
lot. Hey, I guess, you got a lot of self-discipline. You're a professional athlete, I guess.
dude, if he's not in the pearly gates, I ain't got a shot.
You're right, obviously.
Dude.
Didn't you say that earlier? He's a chaste person, right?
He's a chaste person, like Ralph Tresvant.
Yeah.
Stone cold gentleman. They're doing all they can.
Maybe that's the secret, Steve.
Yeah.
That's how women survive horror movies, and that's how you get a long-lasting, great career and success. Not
fucking. But knowing's half the battle.
Hell no. That's crazy. But I mean, that's, what was Cal Ripken's, like, I know it's a different sport, but he had a record, but 907 professional basketball games, and you're playing all of them. You didn't even turn an ankle or anything. That's fucking nuts. Or you just gutted it out, one or the other.
And that wasn't even it. The streak extended to 1,192 consecutive games.
God damn.
Yeah.
Who had it before him?
Before him, they actually had it on here. It was Randy Smith. He had 906. And then, on this day, AC Green broke it with 907.
He's like that old Miami undefeated team where every time somebody almost gets it, they're like, man, we better than all those they couldn't do what we did. And he was just like rooting for him to not do it. But damn, AC Green, man, just held it strong. That's a long streak in a lot of ways, Steve. He held a lot of long streaks. And I bet he had a long streak once he popped that fucking bottle also.
Man, damn. You played for one of the greatest like dynasties, man. Like you beat Temptation over the head with a baseball bat and shot.
In the 80s in or whatever that was in LA, dude.
In LA.
It almost makes me resent him a little bit because it's like what he was looking at and just not taking.
Yeah.
Because you earned that.
Dude.
You were part of greatness. That's part of it, right? Right?
Yeah. Dude, I would have caught AIDS along with Magic. Shit, man. Shit, all 5 of you bitches want to fuck? Shit, every night? Oh, shit.
Man, Magic keeps saying he's sick. He's been sick a long time. I don't give a shit. Let me get in there.
Yeah. We'll get to that tomorrow. But any callbacks for this week, Matthew?
Just an impassioned note to Billy Bob to just stop with the T-Mobile commercials. Clearly, I'm triggered by it, but if I have to go from a commercial break on an NFL game or even just like a YouTube video and I just see Billy Bob walking in the field going, T-Mobile opened up a big old can of whoop up. Fucking shut up.
Well, now I want to buy a T-Mobile phone.
Well, you're right. I actually was thinking about switching carriers too. So maybe job well done, Billy. I don't know. Actually, Steve, I gotta go. I gotta get to a T-Mobile. So let's wrap this up.
Right, man.
I gotta go open up a can of whoop up. What?
Got another 20 minutes before they close.
But that's it, Steve. How about you?
In 1991, Seinfeld is airing The Stranded, and this is the one where the dingo ate your baby. Great episode, but like we've dug pretty deep in the Seinfeld well recently, and we want to spread the wealth. We haven't talked about X-Men in a while. Haven't talked about Beavis and Butt-Head in a while, but yeah, man. Eventually, I like to get a double dose episode of Seinfeld, man. And Michael Chiklis was actually in this episode. He was the owner of the house where they were stranded at. They held a house party, and they were stuck because Kramer was supposed to pick him up. He fucked up, picked him up way late. And Michael Chiklis is like, hey, man. Jerry tells him, like, if you're ever in town, thanks for the hospitality. I'll return the favor. You ever come into Manhattan or whatever. Michael Chiklis shows up randomly, and Jerry, he's got a date. He has to go out, but like, he's like, dude, you can stay here, man. I hate to kick you out, so you can stay. Dude stays there. He kicks it with Kramer while he's waiting. And fast forward to the end of the night, he's getting whores. Dude is married.
Oh yeah, dude. The commish, dude.
Yeah, this is pre-commish when he still has a little bit of hair, still trying to but
got
yeah,
that little ice cream on top.
Yeah, great episode, man. But please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Please tell your sister that she's not funny like ha, but more funny like queer. Check out Food Show Fanatics as well as Crushgasm every Wednesday. Our guy Clark the Shark on Podcastle and Wrestling with Ronzilla on TikTok. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. This is Steve G and Mad G.
Happened in the 90s.
Matt was the fat kid, Steve was the black kid. Life wasn't always great, but you know what was? The 90s. Happened in the 90s. Yeah!
Gobble these nuts.